Hello and welcome to episode 2 of our Azkare campaign. In the first episode, we just went over how this nation works and what our current plans are, and those plans are just to complete this first section of our mission tree, which we have done pretty well, except for the one thing in which I let this guy live, but that's okay. They do have some separatist rebels here. Hopefully they fire soon, and I'm pretty sure that if they do fire, this will be ceded back to Rongbek, so that would be good. If not, they are allied currently to Malhong, so if I have to declare this war, I will, but I would rather not. They do have a lot of troops. I would have to bring in my ally in one Shia here, because they would bring in a heck of a lot of troops. And I currently have 14 favors, but they're not interested in joining. But if I slap in this Diplo rep guy, they probably would be willing to. One of our missions is going to require us to get up to 10... Oh, what is that? Minus 20%. Oh, wow. Yeah, that makes sense. Up to 10 income, so it's in 10 total income, and we developed up our one gold mine here that we took, so that will help out with that. But I think the way we do this is by annexing our vassal, which is also involved in our mission tree. Now they do currently have a claim, 2 claims, and it's Ma Huang, but that's okay. We will simply do what we have to do here. I will build a spy network up on you, and then I will start to improve relations here. They need to be up to, I believe it was 200. Yes, and then we can get free Diplo annexation cost reduction, which is pretty sweet. I will actually hire that Diplo rep guy, just because we have the money for it, so we might as well. Might as well get them PowerPoints rocking and rolling. We are a bit behind on Diplo tech, so that's something to keep in mind. We do want to catch up. Now it is 1454, and this war has been going on since the first day, so not sure what they're really doing. Not that I'm necessarily complaining or anything, it's just they're kind of in a weird little stalemate here. We need to react to these rebels. How many are there going to be? Ooh, 9,000. 9,000 of them. Not what I wanted to see, but that's okay. Oh, what is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not even supposed to be here. Those are Harpy rebels. We're not fighting Harpies. Han Sai wants an alliance. No. You're gonna call me into this war. I'm not interested in it. Not at all. And Kudet Kai, man. This war is just going back and forth. They're at minus 10. 10 years. Minus 10. Elves flock to Azkare. As word of Azkare's safety spreads to the farthest corners of Hellas, more and more elves have been arriving at our gates, each with a tale of their intrepid journey to reach our country. Not only is it a pleasure to accept them and relieve them of their burdens, but their presence has led to the further expansion of Azkare. It is already fast becoming the elven capital of all Hellas. So, we get a chance to gain a base tax, base reduction, or base manpower, and there's a 20% chance that we add an elven minority size to our capital. So let's see what happens here. Alright, we gain a base tax, arguably the worst one, but that's okay. we'll survive. They're the rebels, and we're gonna beat them. Yeah, costed a lot though. Peaceful protest. No text. Lose 1 military power and moderate decrease of elves. I'm good. And we're integrated with elves, right? We are. But you know what? This is a perfect opportunity, actually, to go look at the new racial tolerance and pop controls menu. So one of the things that was added in Warlords of Hellas was a rework of a lot of the different UIs, and this is one of them. And look at it. I mean, this is a beautiful UI. It tells you exactly what tolerance does. It tells you how much pop percentage of your province's development court or not, and it includes local minorities, so it tells you how much of a race is in your country. So like we have 99% of us is humans, but there's 0.9 that is elves. And that's it. So we're missing a 0.1 percentage there. Probably just a rounding thing. It tells you what your primary race, what your military is. It tells you exactly what the tolerance level is. And if you go and you actually click on these, let's choose elves. There are portraits now for each of the races, and it gives you a little bit of a description of their race. It tells you their individual tolerance and what your current policy is. So you can either purge people, you can expel people, or you can focus them to get more events related to them. It tells you how many majorities there are, how many minorities there are. It's fantastic. It gives you lots of information if you are looking for that sort of thing. So you can go through here and you can look at them all. We have the gnolls, which they don't currently have one yet, but I know the centaurs do. Yes, the centaurs, they're raising a Truenic village to the ground. Very, very interesting stuff. Wow, my throat was very congested. I am getting over a sickness, but hopefully we'll be good with that soon. I'll lose a 10 Diplo power. That's not a big deal. Alright, so we're letting time go by. We have the spy network we need, and we are about to be able to complete the mission. There we go. So, a shared dream. Nurai Chaya has 2 grandsons, Chaya Kyokat and Chaya 7A. After much convincing and after some long evening talks with the brothers, they have seen the light of Hidarion's vision, and we've decided to join our cause. They see beyond the townships and will assist us however they can in a new bright future of Hales. A shared dream for 20 years at minus 20% Diplo annexation cost. So let's go ahead and annex these guys in 2 years. Never mind, it's way too early. My bad. Little overzealous on that one. The Izid Zuir. With Azkare having sounded the call to bring our elven brethren home, we are now realizing the full diversity of their philosophies. One group in particular has begun to coagulate in our elven populace, the Zuir, the Sons of the East. They believe in the right of elven rule and model themselves after Jahair rather than Jeriel, like the rest of Azkare. Many of them still revere Surael and, in spite of the poverty of recent years, see themselves as his true heirs. Recently, their leader, Urian Salazuir, has been demanding positions for his people in our government. While their skills are not up for debate, our advisors have urged caution in allowing these extremists into position of power. No. No, this goes against our ideals. I'm sure we'll have some rebels to deal with because of this, but I refuse to let the new Sun Cult have positions of power. That sounds ridiculous. That goes against everything we have. Amarace of the Cresting Phoenix. Having been rejected by the Shia on account of her elven blood, Amarace, the longtime martial arts master of Nakuraban, has come to us with a proposal. They believe that, through their leadership, a new era of elven martial arts can be born in Azkare. It is a testament to Amarace's skills that he has already managed to build a small following, and with proper support from the state, who knows what they can accomplish. The School of the Cresting Phoenix will one day be triumphant. Ooh, 10 army tradition and a cheaper discipline advisor. How much cheaper? That's the question. It is 215. We cannot afford him. Speaking of Way of Faiths, was there another Way of Faith that I wanted to lock in here? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, not at the moment. We do have another another diplomat. So let's get to improving with our neighbors. And we have, ooh, yes, I love this event for republics. We can go ahead and debase currency and then do this, and we're good. We can build up a lot more troops, so let's do that. Yeah, look at that. We can build up way more troops. Go up to there. Well, actually, hold on. I may, this is crazy. This is crazy. I may want some cavalry. We do have some decent cavalry combat ability. Okay, plus 10% is not decent. We'll do it. Give us some more oomph. Okay, well, I'll get one. It's not great. It's not great, but that's okay. Okay, the agenda of the diet. So it seems like they've called it. Kudet Kai likes me. Base production for 27 crowns, or some autonomy here, which would give that entire state local development cost. Or no, just that province. Okay, well then I'll go for that. And where is that province? This one right here. Perfect. And then let's get rid of these edicts. We are no longer doing development, so we do not need them. And that's on local trade power. What's that going to bring our economy up to? 1.69. Not bad. Not bad. Let's grab that second cavalry here. Make ourselves a little bit stronger and a little bit scarier. And that's kind of important. You are guaranteed by Nagon and still allied to Mahuang. Oh boy. Still have all of these allies, but one Shia would join. It would allow me to annex them. You know what? I think we have to do it. I don't think we have a choice. If I want to get through this mission tree, I've got to be a little bit aggressive. So let's go ahead and prepare for war. Let's move down to the border. You're a decent leader. We'll keep you in charge for now. And we're going to focus on going here first. Because they do have these rebels, but I'm not sure when they're going to spawn. And, well, I don't really want to wait. Jilin wants access in our lands. Why? You're not close to me, are you? Oh, yeah, you're literally on my border. Sure. Alright, Malhong. We're about to interrupt this civil war. Let's declare for the province of Sugaisang. Alright, so we've called in our allies, and this is going to be the first pretty big war of this series. So let's go down to speed 4 here and get ready to rock and roll. So let's send the Azkare army out onto here. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to hire another general. As long as we're not too far behind on tech. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. We're going to move you here with the siege guys. We're going to move these guys south into Ma Huang. I'm going to hopefully rely on the vassal swarm of Zhang Luci to deal with the dwarves. I don't really want to siege all of these forts down, so we'll let them do it. Perfect. And we're going to split these guys, and we're going to try and occupy as much as we can. Because if I can take land off of Ma Huang, then I will do so. I'll give it over to Therbnir, and that'll be good. Be very, very worth it. Because eventually we need the land anyways, so we might as well just get it and have our vassal core it up, right? That makes sense to me, at least. Now we do have Kabete Taleni over here, who does have 9,000 troops. Buvari has... Ooh, that's going to cause problems. Yeah, that's going to cause big problems. Buvari is a powerhouse of this region. They're currently fielding 28,000 troops, and they have allied our current rival and person right next to us, Latikang, whose land, eventually, we will want, so that'll be a problem for later us, so I'm not worried about it. We have other things to do. I will send over 1,000 troops to here to just get that province occupied. And now we could consider taking stuff off of the dwarves, but I think instead we will just take money. You want access? Sure. We could take Diplotech. Let's do that. Now, unfortunately, we have not spawned in Renaissance yet. And we are not close anywhere. So we're gonna have to do something about that. Also, let's hire someone. Nice. That has been occupied. We'll bring him back to the stack, and we will continue to just loot these provinces. Look at the devastation. My god. This really is a civil war. For sure. Alright, there comes Kabete Talani with their 10,000 troops. What that, General? Let's wait for them to move into our land here. Oh, they're going after my gold mine? Nope. It's a 3-3. We do have a war wizard on our side, though. That's nice. I wish they would go and sit on a siege, but that's okay. I have a feeling they are going to be trying to go after my 5k, so we're going to move and we're going to stack up here. Take this at any time. Perfect. And then we will go over to them and we will take this province when they're willing to do it. Obviously right now they're not a huge fan, but that's okay. So next up is these guys. Unfortunately they have a level 3 fort. Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see. Let's send our mercs up here. We'll deal with the dwarves, then we'll turn around and we'll deal with them. Hopefully this this stack can do what they need to do and get them out of the war. That would be fantastic. What is also fantastic is that the war is not happening on our soil. We have pushed in quite far here, and we are looking good. They do seem to be running away, but I think that's mostly because they're busy in a civil war. When did Sertan... I mean, fair enough. I mean, big brain plays by the AI here to take advantage of that civil war, but like, dang. You real? For real? You made these guys tiny. Kudet Kai is not going to like that. And I think that Kudet Kai is going to end up winning this war. So perhaps I ally them. Wouldn't be a terrible ally against the dwarves. We can call them in. They have 10,000 troops. They're no longer allied with these guys, are they? Oh, they are. We'll hold off. We'll hold off. We're fine. Do not need the allies there. Nice. Hello, dwarvy boys. I have occupied a lot of your land. Yes, can we please take some money? I'll get 19 crowns. I'd rather just take war reps then. And whatever money you'll give me, sure. That sounds good. Seven crowns. It's not great. I could cancel subjects, but that costs Diplo points, and I'm not interested in spending Diplo points right now on anything except for maybe some provinces and technologies. All right. So that leaves only. Oh, we didn't occupy a capital here. That's unfortunate. That leaves only this. So let's send these 4,000 troops down, and you guys. Honestly, I think we'll just loot. That sounds good. I think we can go up to speed 5 here. I think we're good. National tax plus 50% for a year, or just 9 crowns? I think just 9 crowns. Yeah, we'll just take the money. That sounds good to me. Feng Shui declared war upon Jilin. Okay, so this guy did not join our war. They are too busy trying to consolidate the one Shia for themselves. We may end up in a fight against them at some point if they do declare on their overlord, which I hope they do not. Ooh, we need to move over here. You need a backup, you need a backup, you need a backup. Oh boy, I didn't realize that they were leaving like that. Now, how close am I to getting you out of this war? Okay, I'm gonna have to siege down a lot. Fair enough. I was just hoping. You know, maybe they're good, and they don't want me to do that. We'll gain the inflation. Actually, we should have lost the Republican tradition, because we only get a new guy when he dies, and Hidarion should not. You know what? I'm not even going to finish that sentence. I'm not even going to finish that sentence because I know what the game's going to do. The moment I start saying things, the game's going to be like, we have to prove him wrong now. And then I'll lose my elf very early. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. And we're just going to move on. Alright, so Theory of New Year, you need... Oh god, there's a lot. Theory of New Year, there we go. Luckily, he is near the top. You can take the 3 things that you have claims on. Is this dude willing to be pieced out yet? Yes, he is. Beautiful. Give me the monies. Thank you. I have made up for my past mistakes. Alright. Mission fulfilled. The lady. So while the township of Kao El Nak is no more, its people are still fiercely loyal to the Lady Maya Sete, who give everything but her life in the fight for their independence. Hidarion saw something truly great in Maya during the peace negotiations, and the Lord has been increasingly absent from court. We lose 50 Diplo power in the event the Lady Maya Sete happens. So it has been several months since the official surrender of Kao El Nak, and after many requests, the Lady Maya Sete has finally deigned to grace the Citadel of Dawn and Hidarion's court with her presence. The Elven Lord receives her in his gardens. All is quiet, barring the soft stride of Maya as she approaches Hidarion, his eyes shut, clearly in deep meditation. For a moment, her thoughts go to the dagger concealed against her thigh. One dishonorable slash and her people might be free. The thought dissipates into the perfume of the flowers as the elf opens his eyes. Hidarion Tonanzuir stands from his spot on the grass and gives a deep bow. Lady Satai, you honor me with your radiance. Lord Tonanzuir, the warmth of your... Did we not have enough of this formality at the negotiations? Why am I here, Hidarion? The elf does not reply, the slight smile ever present on his lips broadening. Won't you walk with me, Lady Satai? The gardens are one of my few distractions. Maya falls into step beside the Lord as he leads them through one of the garden's many paths. The blossoms bleed their deep redolence across the path. People have called me a conqueror. They tell me the violent blood of Jahair flows in my veins, but you must understand war is not something I cherish. I do not think that the men and women whose blood water the ground that your war might grow care much about whether you delight in their bloodshed or not. The words fall from her mouth with the desired impact as Hidarion's eyes grow sorrowful. I go to war so that their children and all their descendants might one day live without fear. The world is a harsh place, and we are so locked in its cycles of brutality that we forget to dream of a brighter future. It is a harsh place, my lord, and it is... She gestures vaguely at the elf. People like you who make it that way. You brought pain to my lands, and now do me the indignity of speaking of the greater good. Hidarion stops in his tracks, and for a moment Maya thinks she has gone too far. Instead of shouting, he sighs. The lives of men have been given for much less. I do not compel those who fight for me to do so. They are willing in their enduring sacrifice. War will come to us. Across the continent, 100 rulers far worse than I stir to the clarion of conquest. All I want, all I have ever wanted, is to still that call and bring the people of this continent together. I dare to dream that one day we might have an eternal peace, the bounties of which all may share, equal under the light of dawn. The words resonate within Maya as she finds herself unable to muster a retort. I will think on this. Hidarion smiles that odd, beneficent smile. Perhaps you will join me for another walk tomorrow. I have many dreams, my lady. Lady Maya Sete joins Azkare along with her personal retinue and treasury. So we gain a level 1 Righteous Path Statesman. So she is going to be cheaper, which is nice. 2,000 manpower and 50 crowns. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hire her. I mean, she's very good. She's cheap. Look at that. Boom. Yes, I would gladly pay for a half-cost advisor. Any of you half-cost advisors? No. What about up here? Anybody? No. Okay. That is perfectly fine. So, I mean, it's okay that we were a little bit behind on that mission because it didn't really make a difference because we still have to get our economy up and we still have to annex our vassal. So, it is a-okay. This is not me making excuses. No, no. This is simply a fact that we must accept. It has to be that way. Thalani Ivrin Zuir. With the recent war against the Talani, even Elven partisans exiled into the jungles during the Civil War have contacted us. Their leader, Thalanior Ivrin Zuir, claims to have information that can aid us in our siege against the city. He also pledges the soldiers he leads in his own service to our state. Wow. 1 manpower. Okay, I like this. That's funny. Thank you for the 1 manpower. I hope he makes a difference. We get a cheaper level 2 military advisor. Another cheaper discipline guy. At this point, I should hire one. And he is... I don't know which... Oh, it's this one. And he's younger, so we'll hire him. Sure. Sure, sure. Give me those monarch points. Nice. And now we're just seeking things down, and I am just looting. Ooh, this is a... It's a problem, but it's my vassal's land, so it's not a big problem. For you, again, all I'm going to want, max money, I want war reps, and I want you to break your alliance with Buvari. I do not like Buvari. Buvari is scary. There are 2 people you have to watch out for if you're like in this area. Buvari and the command. The command, number 1 problem. Buvari, number 2. Mostly because they make so much money. Because this trade node right here, the Gulf of Rahen, is very, very good. Especially if Buvari can expand out into here, which is easy for them, right? Because they own this island, and this dude is not part of the Raj, and neither are these 2. So if you come out here, you get control over this node. This is essentially an end node, and you can bring all the trade of Hellas into your node, which is insane amounts of cash. Insane amounts of cash. So if you want, they don't have a mission tree yet. But eventually when they do, I'm sure it's going to be very trade focused. Though they do a little bit of slavery, which is bad, but it's fine. They make a lot of money. It's fine. Moving on. There we go. Elven minority grows. You do love to see that. And you also love to see us taking money. We get 38 whole crowns out of this. Not too shabby. And I could pillage your capital, and I will. I will do that. Yeah, give me that development. Thank you. And now it is just this bad boy right here. We take these 3 provinces that my vassal has claims on. You know what? We'll take the whole state. And we will take money. And, ooh, actually, no, we won't. We will humiliate and then take whatever. Oh, he won't give us any money. Well, that's fine. Boom. Look at that. That's good. That's very good. All right. So we got that humiliate off. Gives us a little bit of power projection. Plus, they're no longer a valid rival, which gives us even more power projection, up to 93. Looking fantastic. New rival time. Vrokul Ozavar, Nagon, Kabat Talani, Bimlao, or Azjakuma. Well, they're a little far away. Honestly, I'm thinking that Vrokul Ozavar might be the play. Might be the play. Because I know I need their land. So, yeah, let's rival them. Let's do that. We can invest in new technologies. Let's do both of these. Yes. And then we get to choose our first idea group. Ooh, boy. I don't know. Let's look at our troops first. I think mass crossbowmen is definitely the play here. 1 pip in shock for both offensive and defensive, and then also 1 pip in each of morale. The Yan hand cannons, they sound cool, don't get me wrong. They sound cool. But instead we'll go with the mass crossbowmen. So the issue with the bow was that it took a man years in training to become efficient with it. The invention of the crossbow allowed any common man to have the stopping power of a trained bowman with the pull of a trigger. This meant that instead of a small group of elite archers, one could have a massive army of untrained peasants capable of dealing 10 times the damage as their counterpart. That's right, just throw a bunch of peasants at them, give them some bows, I'm sure it will be fine. It'll be fine. We need to improve our relations with these guys again. Kudet Kai, once again, offering us an alliance. And I know that it looks like it'd be a good idea, but it's not. Because Hansai is now going to win this war, absolutely. Which means Kudet Kai is going to automatically be annexed by these guys, I believe. I believe that's how it's going to work. You want ducats. I just gave you so many ducats from that peace deal. You're insane. I will accept it, though, but still. Nagon wants an alliance. Honestly, sure. For now, yeah. So no one else kills them. They're allied to my ally, so I can't go to war with them. That'd be kind of dumb, to be honest with you. You are guaranteed by Nagon, though. So that alliance may break sooner rather than later. We'll see. Idea groups. Tolerance is probably going to be a good idea. Just gonna let you know that now. We're gonna be taking tolerance, but I don't think that's the first play. Okay, here's what I think we're going to absolutely need. We're going to need tolerance, and we're going to need admin. All right? Which means that's going to be two administrative ideas close to each other. Not great. Not great. We are probably farthest ahead, technically, on military. And even then, we're not that far ahead. But I think we need to go for something over here. Quantity sounds pretty good for Azkare. Getting lots and lots of troops. That sounds very, very tempting. No, admin with quantity here. What does that give us for our policy? Manpower recovery speed. And tolerance with quantity gives us... Where are you? Well, it should always be in the same order. I don't understand why it's not. Land leader shock. I mean, not bad. That's honestly not bad. Now, if I went something like offensive, because I love offensive ideas, I really, really do. With admin that gets income from vassals, which is not great. We're not going to have many vassals, I don't think. And with, where are you? Where's the tolerance? National unrest and years of separatism. That, on the other hand, is pretty good. I think I'm gonna go quantity, but I'm not gonna like take any. I'm not gonna get enough points in this episode. So I'll think about it between episodes. But right now, I think I'm gonna go quantity. We shall see. We shall see. We're making a little bit of money here. How's our income looking? We're at 9.7. So I think if we are able to lower autonomy anywhere, and we can, then that will push our economy up above 10. Beautiful. Still just the same. Awesome. So a flourishing economy. While we have successfully conquered the townships around us, they see us as a monarchical tyrant rather than a benevolent ruler that we truly are. To ensure their loyalty and show them the truth of our ways, we need to invest in the township's prosperity and increase the wealth of the locals. We all live together, after all. So we gain flourishing economy for 20 years, giving minus 10% construction cost, plus 10% national tax modifier, and plus 0.1 yearly inflation reduction, which is nice. We do have 4 inflation, so it'd be good to have that ticking down for sure. Okay, we can go back to an unpaused section here. Stop improving with our vassal and instead start to annex them. So in 1464, so 4 years. And they should definitely have all this court up by then, which is fantastic news. We do have some rebels. Cow, yeah, lowering autonomy definitely made them mad, you could say. But that's fine. What's the highest development province? This one. So we'll stand here, and we will build 2 more troops. Sure. Improvements in trade technology. Yes, I will take the Diplo points. Thank you very much. The Nagoan area. That's rough, because that's a big area for us. Monsoon, definitely not doing good things. Not doing good things. We should consider some forts at some point. I would like to have a fort in each of our states here at least, just to make sure that devastation isn't too bad. Sortition. Consolidation of power. This is an interesting choice. I don't know. I don't think that sortition is going to help us at all. But the 0.1 yearly corruption sounds nice, but I think let's go for consolidation of power. I think sortition goes against the whole idea of Azkare. Importing iron. So I can gain 60 military power or 2 mercantilism. Yeah, that's an easy choice for me to make. Thank you, game. Next, rebels are at 40%, so we can stop paying for our troops for the moment and make a little bit of cash. A lord for a lady. Over the past few years, Hidarion and Maya's frequent walks have caused something of a stir in the Citadel, with rumors abounding in Hidarion's court. Hidarion simply ignores them. He has more important matters to consider than the petty talking of courtiers. It is dawn, and Maya flushes against the slight chill in the morning air. She pads across the grass, finding Hidarion seated and tranquil as she first did so many years ago. He opens his eyes and stands, offering a slight bow. Lady Sete, how does the day find you? She rolls her eyes at the formality, but the habits of a century of life are not so easy to break. Well, Hidarion. The pair set out into the garden in silence, taking in the dawn. After some time, Maya speaks, breaking the tranquility. You have been away from court, so I haven't had the chance to tell you. I intend to be married. Hidarion's eyes, normally serene, widen in shock. Ah, congratulations. He grasps desperately for something to say. The state will pay for it, of course. Maya laughs. I'd hope so. So, when will I meet your groom? I am interested in the man whose quality could charm the heart of Maya Sete. Oh, well, that won't be necessary. Her face flushes a deeper red. Not just from the cold air. Hidarion looks a little crestfallen. I have clearly misjudged our relationship. I had considered you my friend, but that was presumptuous of me. I beg your forgiveness. You have misjudged our relationship, Hidarion. Quite badly, in fact. It won't be necessary for you to meet him because, she pauses, sighing deeply, the one I wish to ask is you. Love blooms like a rosy-fingered dawn. Chance of a new heir plus 50% until 1466. Okay, but we don't have heirs, but if we did, we'd have a higher chance. Also, Lord Hidarion, himbo, confirmed. Himbo, confirmed. Absolute big dummy-dum. Alright, goes on romantic walks in the morning every day for a while, and then doesn't even ask her out on an official date one time, and then she's just gonna be like, alright, we're just getting married, I guess. It's just the way it is. And he doesn't even realize what's happening. Big himbo energy. But you know what? We'll leave it off right there. That's a good place to end it on Hidarion getting married. So I would like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.